What's up? So as you can see, it's I had been planning to cut my dreads off and wanting to put my dreads off for a long time, months, but my dreads didn't dealing with mention they weren't growing right because I didn't have anyone to do them. I don't like, you know, it makes me look. I mean, it's just not. I mean, I like the way they look to a certain extent, but it's just when they get a certain length. I've had dreads about 3 times, and when they get to a certain length, I just can't really take it anymore. It's just like I'm ready for something different. Problem is, I don't really like the way I look with a haircut either, but I like how simple it is. I don't have to think about what my hair looks like, and to a certain extent, it's just better. I feel freer actually. But I don't like how normal I look. I hate how normal I look. I look so normal. I feel ugly to my wife. Like it's weird. So now I'm going to the barber shop to get it touched up. Because I cut them myself last night. And I'm going to the barber shop to get it touched up, shaped up and stuff. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting. I'm gonna probably grow it. Like every time I get a haircut too, like I have a haircut, I cut my hair one time and then I just let it grow right back. So I'll probably just start over. But I don't really like the thought of caring about what people think about me. But I know dreads they carry a certain stigma with them, and I don't even really want to talk about it because it's more about white people liking me. But you know, I live around I live in a very suburban white neighborhood, and I don't want people thinking I'm a certain type of way, man, and thinking that you gotta watch him. He's got those dreadlocks. You know, I want to look, and I want to look more professional. I have a meeting to go to in New York, in September, so I need to sharpen up for that, so I get taken more seriously. I need to look more professional. Bunch of reasons, really. I guess I'm trying to justify it. So now I'm trying to hurry up and get to the barbershop before it gets packed in there. Hopefully it's not closed. He's got his shop open on weird days. Like he's closed on like Tuesday or something like that. So I can make it there. I tried this last time. Tried to go there early, man. It was packed early, but it was like Friday, I think. So Friday is Wednesday day. Ain't nobody thinking about no haircuts this early, unless you need one. So yeah, I'm thinking about me and my wife are gonna. Well, we're not going to, but I've talked to her about doing a podcast because we would have a really great podcast because for one we disagree on everything. This is my first ever comment during a live stream. Hey man, don't tell nobody about this YouTube channel because I think you're the only person that's like from my other world that knows about this channel. This is like my getaway. You know that. You probably been watching me on here. But yeah, man, you know, outside my family. But yeah, what I'll say my podcast is podcasts are great when the two people disagree or there's a disagreement. And she has that accent. She's really funny without trying to be, and I think we could really have a hit show if we the podcast, like relationship stuff and, you know, race. We talk about, me and her get into it about race a lot. So, I just got a bike. That's the only thing that's holding me back. So I got one, my other one. So, yeah. But yeah, it's gonna be crazy. Today on my other YouTube, man, it's gonna be crazy. Well, it's not gonna be too crazy, but people gonna be like, I can always hear people saying, making jokes and stuff like, you cut your hair just because you gotta go testify. And it's one of the reasons. It's not the only reason. Man, YouTube is hard once you're like, I wouldn't say famous, but once you're getting over 100 comments per video, that's when, you know, YouTube start getting crazy. If you have a mixed review audience, like people say some harsh stuff, man. YouTube is not for everybody, man. Like it's hard. Like, man, they be having me down. Like they be having me sad. I can't show it. But when I turn off that camera and I upload the video and I start reading them comments, man, it's rough. But you know, just gotta ignore it. Keep moving, keep pushing. Yeah, I like this look. I like it with the shades on. I don't like my shades. My shades when I look cool. But I just look so normal, man. It's just, I just hate how normal I look. Because I'm not the type to like I always have something going on with myself where I look different. But, you know, I'm a dad now. You know, I'm about to be 30 years old in June. I mean, I won't say I'm old, but I don't know. I just feel like I'm too old to be looking like that. So, what's up, one viewer? I don't know who it is. I think my peak live viewers I ever had on this channel was 2 live viewers. The most live viewers I ever had, I want to say, is 20,000 live viewers on YouTube, and that's when I streamed the Floyd Mayweather, the Floyd and McGregor fight. I streamed it on YouTube. I had like 20,000 viewers. And then the next highest was like 10,000 on YouTube. When you got that many live viewers, man, it ain't no way you can keep up with what people saying. Them that's like Joe Rogan. No, Joe Rogan be getting like 20,000 people during his live streams. Thanks for the like button, whoever that was. Probably my grandparents. I think my grandparents like the only ones that hit the like button. I'm hyped off of this coffee. I love that feeling. That feeling like when you drink coffee, you feel like you can jump out of your, you know, like it's like a really interesting feeling. It's a really interesting feeling because I feel like I want to go sprint. I want to sprint right now. Like I want to go. I just want to do that. But too much of that, you start getting the jitters. And that's when it sucks. It also gives me gas. I've been trying to live stream the construction around my house, but it my signal isn't good where I try to do it at, so it always breaks up. We're trying to do these epic long live streams because I really need to get my my watch time up so I can get my channel monetized. And that way, once it's monetized, I'll be more incentivized to do videos. Because right now, I'm not incentivized at all. Like I'm barely like incentivized to make videos. Like I don't really want to make videos. I'm making about, on my other YouTube channel, I'm making probably about $30 a day. Well, $30 a video. If I don't upload, I might make like $5. But those results aren't typical because it depends on what your niche is. So if your niche is like finance, which mine is about finance, then you're gonna earn a lot more. But if you're talking about like hip hop or like DJ Academics, he probably don't make nothing. I probably make more than him. Well, we probably make about the same amount. Oh, they finished this bridge. Nice. I hope it ain't nobody up here. Let's see. I don't even know if it's open, dog. I don't even think it's open. Oh, this shit ain't never open, man. Oh, close. What time it open? Monday through Friday. Wednesday through Friday. We'll return at 10. Open up, man. I should. Damn. It's open today, but he's not here. Wednesday through Friday. It say a.m. to 6 p.m. It don't say what time. It don't have no phone number. I can't tell what time it says. It's 11:45. Sit here and wait. Guess I'll just sit here and wait. Today's Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday through Friday. It got AM. Let me show y'all this. It's like AM. And then they got a clock on there. And it looked like that might see, let's say 11:45. So I might as well. Let's sit here, I guess. That's 30 minutes. How's the stop smoking thing going? Yeah, I haven't smoked. I mean, I don't ever really smoke. I mean, I smoke, but it's very rarely. Like, weed has to almost, like fall in my lap. Like, I smoke when somebody, like a friend came over the other day and we smoked, you know. And I don't know anybody that sells weed where I live. The only person I was getting weed from moved from here, so I definitely don't know. I mean, if I wanted to find some weed, I could find some weed, but I'm not the type to be looking for it. That's basically my point. And I like the initial feeling of smoking, but after, like, I mean, 30 minutes after smoking, man, I don't enjoy it. It's not enjoyable no more. I'm down. I'm just sitting there like this. And that's what really makes me feel like weed is a drug, because, man, that's like when you smoke crack, the first few minutes is the best, like, that just proves that it's a drug. Like, and I don't even like explaining that, because it makes me feel like I'm a drug addict. When I say the first few minutes of smoking is great and the rest of it sucks, it's like, that sounds like a drug addict. But I like smoking weed. I just wish it didn't have that side effect that makes you just. I like the process of smoking. I like rolling. I like smoking. I like that first initial boom, and you're just like, really deep thought and everything. It just kind of makes sense. You see, you get more in tune with nature and reality and stuff like that. But afterwards, man, I just wish it wasn't like that. And I know there are probably some strains of. I keep thinking he pulling up until I see the car slow down. Maybe there are certain kinds of strains that that don't. What you say? I'm trying to stop myself as well. It's too addictive. Yeah, it's. I don't think the weed is addictive. I think the smoking is addictive. Like, when I have weed, like, and I smoke. See, one thing you gotta do if you want to quit, you gotta not like know anybody with weed. Like, it's so easy when you don't have access to it. Like, when you can't smoke, you don't really have a choice. And then if you start looking for it, you feel pathetic. But it's not really too addictive to me. I think it's just more of the smoking, the process. Like, when I have weed and I know I have weed, I'm gonna smoke. Like, it's like a habit. It becomes a habit. And I buy a bunch at a time and I smoke it until it's gone. So, and if I roll a blunt, like, I'll smoke a blunt for a whole day. Like, I'll hit it once. I hit the blunt like twice, and then I'll chill. Then I'll smoke about 3 or 4 times a day, and I'll get like a 80, or maybe like a half an ounce, and that'll last me about a month, maybe two weeks, because I smoke such small amounts. So I'll be smoking for a month. Cause for me, it only takes me like, and by the time I'm done with the bag, man, it don't even really do nothing for me no more. So I gotta stop anyway, cause it's like the more I smoke, the less amount of time I stay. I don't even like saying high. Like I don't even like talking like I'm a drug. Like I don't even like talking about it because it seems like I'm talking about crack or something. I don't like that word high. I don't like that word. I'm high. I don't like that. It sounds like some druggy. I wish there was another word for that. But yeah, it's fairly. I think it's just smoking. The whole smoking part is addictive. Like I used to smoke Black and Milds, and I quit those cold turkey one day. I just said I'm not smoking no more of those, and I quit. And then I tried to smoke one not too long. No, not. But a while ago, I tried to smoke one, and it was disgusting. I bought like 2 or 3 of them at the store one time. This is when I was staying at that hotel on the beach. I bought some Black and Milds to smoke after I smoked the weed, and I couldn't even smoke it. And they just sat in my car for days, weeks. It just sat there. I wouldn't be surprised if it's still in here. I probably threw it away. But it's the smoking, it's the hand to mouth. You know, that's all it really is. I wish I had more people in my chats, man. Cause I like talking with my chat. I like answering questions and stuff and conversating. I'm gonna sit here till 11:45, and if he ain't here, I gotta go because I can't leave her at home with them kids, man. I feel bad when I leave her at home with the kids. I feel bad, though. So yesterday I did a video called. Yeah, it's no. I was just about to say, man. I did a video yesterday called "Sell Everything," and being that you in crypto, so I can talk about this to you. See, this is like some one-on-one chilling shit. That's why I wish it was maybe like 5 people here to talk to. It'll get there if I keep doing videos. But I did a video "Sell Everything" yesterday, and I knew that video was gonna get. I really be. To be honest, man, I be clickbaiting just to get the views, man, because I'm just trying to keep my channel alive. Because I'm not really too interested in crypto right now, but I know in order to keep that channel alive, I have to talk about crypto, and in order to keep it alive, I have to clickbait and do shit to make people click on it. Because the YouTube algorithm, if I start doing like those, like if I do those kind of videos, but the title ain't, it'll die off and my channel will start getting less and less views and people will stop caring. So I have to keep people caring until the bull market, because when the bull market comes back, people will be happier. So I gotta say stuff like that and just take the blows. Like when I said sell everything, man, I know I wouldn't I'm just trying to perpetuate fear in the title so people come watch me. It sounds pathetic, but YouTube is how I earn a living, So I have to. If people ain't watching me, man, I'm not gonna really make much. But them comments, I'm like in the video. If you watch the video, I say, nah, I'm not selling everything. I'm not gonna sell. But I just contemplate the thought of maybe it might be though. It might be a good time to sell like a lot, like because I don't know, man. I really still feel like, man, I really actually do feel like this is a bull trap to maybe 7,500, and then after that, man, it might fall again because it's a huge people, and then people think I don't know what I'm talking about neither, man. And what's even funnier is this thing says. What's funny is if you pay attention and go back, I'll be right a lot. Like the last week when it was down and it started stopping, I said, I'm expecting it probably to start bouncing here. And it damn sure the market starts going up. Everything's going up. So I was right about that. I was right about it where it was going to stop at. I said it was going to stop. I said it's going to come down to right here and it's going to go up. But people so, caught up in the comments, I think a lot of people don't really even realize how often I'm right. And I think when it gets to 7,500, it's going to either stall out and fall, or it's gonna break above it, and that's gonna then when it breaks above there and stays above 7,500, that's when I'll be like, all right, this shit's going up to at least 10,000. And then when it gets to like 9,000, 10,000, that's when it's gonna be another test. It's gonna be like, all right, if it can get above 10,000, that FOMO gonna really kick in. But I just don't. I think the time of year, being that it's about to start getting cool again, and people coming back from vacationing, they might start back looking at Bitcoin. It might start going up again like it did last year, because it started going up around this time last year hard. So it could go up to 10,000 during the winter, but by January, that's when the sell-off happens again, because everybody starts getting ready for, summertime. So, and everybody wants to sell before the summer. So, I hope I'm wrong. I hope it keeps going up, but I gotta be, I gotta do my job, which is YouTube, and keeping myself relevant, man. I gotta keep myself relevant, because whether that's talking about, like, all of my videos for the past 3 days been like clickbait, like talking about the SEC. Like, I'm not worried about that shit, man. Like, I mean, I'm kind of, where I'm not really worried. Part of me is kind of nervous about it because it is feds, but deep down, I don't feel like I'm in any kind of trouble. I think they just want information, man. They just want intelligence. They just want some information. And hey, man, I'm going to tell you all I know. I don't know. It's probably don't have the answers that you want me to have, but so of course I'm gonna say my court date. It's not even a court date. I put court date set, just to get. And then I let them go in the comments, go ham, and then after about a day, the comments get so bad, I disable the comments on there. But that's how I'm keeping my bank account afloat, so I don't start getting my bank account getting eaten away, because I don't have really no income. My only fiat income is YouTube, and it's like a minimum wage job. I'm just trying to keep my bank account afloat until the bull market. Like, it's really all it is, man. Yeah. I think that whole CNBC thing, and the fact that CNBC is so bullish, is another reason to be kind of nervous, man. Like, they might usually you do the opposite of what mainstream media says. They bullish, so it might be time to get bearish. But I mean, I really don't want crypto to go down. The only reason I want it to go down now is so I can say that I was right yesterday. But it didn't go down too much. But crypto's taking a little bit of a dip today. Bitcoin's not really going down, but some of the altcoins are going down. And I really was right. If I would have sold my Tron, I'm getting in crypto, man. If I would have sold some of my Tron, that Dash. But the interesting thing is the prices were up a lot yesterday, but they're still really, really cheap relative to where they were. So I'm not really enticed to want to sell, and I think that's probably how a lot of people are, and that might be why we could keep going up. But I don't know, man. Yeah, man, cryptos. I hope it goes up, because that'll solve a lot of my problems. I'll get a second chance to sell. And I think, man, if we go up now, like, it just, the timing doesn't really line up right with the halving and stuff. Like, that's what's really kind of got me kind of torn, because the halving, the last halvings happened at the end of a bear market, and the halving isn't until 2020. So that means if we go up now, we still will have to have a long bear market. You know, it just doesn't really make sense. That coffee gave me gas. I don't know, man. It's 11:30. I think Tron gonna be like somebody pulling up. I was here first, nigga. I think Tron gonna be that sleeper because people still calling that junk a scam. Like people, like in certain, I gotta go on this one Discord channel, man, and they're like, when I talk about Tron, they're like, isn't that a scam? Isn't that a shit coin? I'm like, yo, try Tron, go use Tron, and you'll be like, yo, like all it takes is to use it one time, and it's really, it's like it's real simple, easy to use. And they got the wallet. The app came out yesterday. The app is so smooth and it's like so mainstream ready, yo. All it needs is Tron getting on like. All it really takes is crypto being easier to get. It just needs to be easier to get because, like, if you can buy Tron, if you can buy Tron on that app, whoever does that, like if Tron does that, that might be like whoever can really do that, whoever can have their own thing where you can buy their coin on their platform, on their blockchain app, that's who's gonna win. And it looks like Tron might be the first because their app is flawless. That app is flawless, dog. It's definitely got to break 8K to break the 6K. Yeah. Yeah. I won't really be bullish until it gets to 10,000. And that's really too late. But you know, I'm watching I gotta check the daily chart, and I gotta check that the daily and the what they pulled off. The daily and the my moving averages. Cause when those moving averages cross my 13 and 34 cross on the daily chart, that's when I'll be bullish. But I don't think it's nowhere near that. And like I gotta look at I gotta look at the charts when I get home because I haven't really been checking the charts, like the long term charts lately. I need to check those long term charts. Because this move really isn't that big of a move from 65 to 7,000. It seems like a lot, but you know, like and then the crowd is just too bullish. Like I look at my comments and everybody's saying, "You're crazy. You're selling. This is six. You're telling me to sell at 7,000? For one, I'm not telling you to do anything, but 7,000, that don't mean it can't go to 3,000. I'm saying sell now and buy it back cheaper. And I want to make a montage of every time I'm right. Like I want to get a clip of. I'm gonna get a clip of last week. I'm gonna start making. That's a good idea. I'm gonna get the clip of last week when I was doing my green screen and I was saying I'm expecting to bounce here. I'm gonna take that clip, put the date on it. Then the next time I'm right, I'm put the date on that one. And then every time I'm right, I'm gonna just make this long YouTube clip of every time I was right. So people can be like, damn. I'm sitting here listening to the commenters and because people be saying, all you gotta do is do the opposite of what he says. And I'm like, all right, do it. Buy today. Buy crypto today. You know. Anyway, I'm over here talking about crypto. I held LTZ all the way down. Yeah, I sold Litecoin a long time ago. It's a lot of coins I wish I would have sold. I wish I would have sold Neo. I wish I would have sold Dash. My problem is, you've probably heard me say this in my videos, is it's hard for me to buy coins back after I sell them. Because once I sell them and I have that Bitcoin, I do something else with the Bitcoin. So then I don't really have that. So if I was more organized, I would be better at it. But I'm not. I haven't been organized enough to save this Bitcoin to buy this later. Because once I sell, it's like I do something else with it. Because I'm usually selling it and getting something else. So now that capital is gone. Capital is gone. When really I need to make write down sold dash take one Bitcoin or whatever, buy it back, buy back at this price. You know, because that's not my biggest problem, but that's my problem that's my hodling problem is I be like I want to sell I wanted to sell Dash yesterday because it was up like 30%. I should have because it's down now, but I wouldn't buy it back. I'll forget about it and be like, and it'll take off one day, and I'll never get to buy my Dash back. So it's like I'm better off just holding. 10 more minutes. I really want to get this haircut. I really want to clean this junk up, man. Because I didn't line myself up or nothing. I mean, I can do it, but I can't do it like a barber can do it. I want to temp my sides. I want to fade it a little bit. I can't do that stuff. Cause I want my youth. I want to. Let's see. I don't know if I'll get a chance to say again. I was in the hospital with my son for almost a year. He was born with a heart condition. It's been now with your videos of Big Night. My wife and I would have lost our home and everything. They trade guys that much. Wow. Well, I don't know what to say, man. I'm glad that I don't really want to take responsibility. I don't want to take responsibility for that. You, I'm trying to think what I really want to say. Let me digest what you just said to me and give you a response because I don't want to say the wrong thing. Some serious positivity. I'm not used to it. I'm not used to hearing someone say they came out on top after Big Connect. I'm used to people telling me, even if they're being nice, they're usually saying, "Yeah, I lost money in Big Connect, but I don't blame you." You know, I'm used to hearing that. I'm not used to hearing people tell me they made money or they, But I'm happy for you. You know, um, I don't really want to take responsibility for. I don't feel right taking. I don't feel right taking responsibility for that. Like I always tell people to take responsibility for their actions. So even though you came out on top, you should take responsibility for that. So congratulations, man. That's what I should say. Congratulations. That's dope. I wish it was. I think it's a lot of people that really came out on top in Big Connect that don't really say anything. And I think what's even crazier is, man, they didn't start clamping down until the minorities started getting into it. Once the minorities got into it, that's when the cease and desist and all that stuff started happening. You know, like it's just weird how that happened. Like I be wanting to say that stuff on YouTube, but I just don't, because they it just makes it even worse when I bring race into it. That really throws fuel on the fire. But they ain't really start tripping until minorities started getting into it, and then all the niggas mad at me. You need to be mad at the government, man. That's who stopped it. They ain't want, man. You know how many people? Nah, you ain't mess with the mood, man. Ain't nobody here but you. It's just me and you. It's like you sitting right here, dog. Nah, they ain't really. Just imagine if the minorities would have did, if all of them would have did as good as I did. They didn't want that, man. They didn't want that. That's what it was really about, man. You know, niggas making money. Me and Krabs making too much money. That's what it really was about, man. I be want to say that. I want to say that so bad on YouTube, man. I be want to say that so it be killing me to hold that shit in every day. I be like, man, they just was mad. Niggas was making money. They ain't want us making no money, man. That's what it really boils down to. We was making too much. Because it's not a scam until it scams. You know, like, everybody saying it's a scam. It's a scam, but everybody getting rich around me. Everybody around me getting rich. Come on now. Let it ride. Let it ride, man. Everybody doing great. It's working. And then once it didn't start messing up until people started spreading fake stuff, man. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Let's do. We got 5 more minutes, man. It was definitely a scheme, and I think one of the reasons why I had so much faith in it is because the way it worked. And I always said, like, people say, "Do you think there's a bot?" And I'll be like, "It don't need one. It doesn't need one. No matter what it is, it doesn't. It obviously doesn't even need one. If it doesn't have a bot, then it doesn't need one because it's working." And that's really that's when I started saying that, that's really kind of what started making people maybe not skeptical, but that brought the wolves out. Like, even he doesn't even believe that. Like, that's what people always wanted to argue about. It don't matter. It works how it is. It's working. You know, it's a scheme, but it works. And it keeps, and everyone involved that stays and does it for long enough ends up happy. You know. Yeah, when I go testify, I'm gonna try and record the conversation at least with my phone. Like, I'm milking this whole event like it's a fight, like it's a heavyweight fight. I'm gonna milk this junk, man. And then like there's this thing coming out on Tron that I'm working. This dude is building on Tron. Like when he's building a smart contract, he has a smart contract on Ethereum, and he's gonna move it on to Tron. And it's like one of those div games, but it's gonna run on Tron. And by the time I testify, it should be done. And that's gonna be the next thing. Like I'm gonna just do day 1, day 2, day 3, just like BitConnect, dog. Cause it's a smart contract, so it's like no one is in control of it. But I'm gonna just repeat what happened with. I'm just gonna repeat that shit, and ain't nobody gonna be able to stop it. Day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5, day 6. Just like I did. Like I know the formula. I haven't forgot what my formula. Like I even know how. I remember how. What got me so far ahead is what nobody ever even really realizes how I got so far ahead. And it was because my first video about BitConnect, I said if I'm gonna have a Facebook group, and if you want to get in the Facebook group where I'm gonna show you how to get referrals, you gotta sign up with my link. So you had to sign up under me. And that first day, man, my shit was blowing up because everybody wanted to get into the group. So I'm gonna do the same thing. But I'm not doing anything, I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm just marketing and playing it smart. I think this thing right here. And that's how I got ahead is I incentivize people to click my link. But I don't think there's gonna be a referral program for he says it's not gonna be a referral program for the smart contract, but I'm still gonna incentivize people. Really that whole day 1 and day 30, like even when I was doing Genesis mining, like when I got to like day 200, you gotta click on that video. You gotta click on that. Yo, he been doing this jump for 200 days. It's genius, man. Not to toot my own horn, but it's really pretty smart how I was doing it, and it works. And nobody else is smart enough to even pick up on that's how I did it. And so I'm gonna do it again. I can't wait to get everybody around me paid. Yeah, man. I might delete this stream. I was gonna pick up some more. Oh, you mean Steam? Yeah, I actually sold like 7,000. I sold 7,000 Steam to buy Tron. I mean, Steam ain't really going up, man. Like, it's going up versus US dollars, but it ain't going up like everything else is. It's making me kind of nervous. Like, it's going up a little bit versus Bitcoin, but not like it should, like a lot of other things. But Steam, man, it ain't nothing that really can earn. The way I got Steam set up, the people around me, ain't nothing in crypto earning like that. Cause the curation trail. I don't know if you're a part of it, but it's really dope how it's set up. Cause you guarantee upvotes. Like once you got Steam power, you really kind of in control of your own destiny, kind of to a certain extent. Especially if you set up your account to vote automatically and curate, and then you constantly putting out content, you gonna make more Steam. It's just a matter of what's the price of Steam gonna be. And I'm kind of worried because I think it might be a lot of Steam being sold because there's so much being created from people curating and posting. And I just hope that I'm not on the wrong side of the fence. But yeah, buying. I got enough Steam. Like, what's interesting about Steam too, man, is when you get a lot of it, you just want more and more and more and more. That's why I ended up with so much of it. And I bought it so high because I was so addicted to having it. I wanted a lot of Steam, man. I wanted to show off how much Steam I had. Like, it's really addicting once you start accumulating this stuff and seeing it affect your account. Like, seeing your upvote be worth more, and yeah, man, it's tough. Yeah, I bought two, man. I bought too high too. All right, they won't even come in here. I'm about to leave. I'm gonna give them till 12 o'clock. Been sitting here damn near an hour, man. I bet as soon as I pull off, he gonna pull up. Yeah, a lot of people bought Steam. I bought Steam way too, man. I don't even like to think about how high I bought Steam. Like, I was on Binance the other day looking at there was this order for 100,000 Steam with 13 Bitcoin. For just 13 Bitcoin, he was buying 100,000 Steam. And I was like, oh my God. If I would have waited, man, and used my Bitcoin to buy Steam now, man, I could have bought like 400,000 Steam, yo. Oh my God, I was so pissed when I seen that. I was mad, man. I was like, dog, I could have waited. I should have waited. It taught me a lesson, man. Like that whole cliche about, you know, being patient and waiting, and I should ask him. Yo, what time you supposed to be here? Yeah. Yeah. I was gonna give until 12. But yeah, patience, man. That shit is real, dog. If you just be patient, you gonna get the price you want. You might have to wait, but like those previous levels, like those previous lows, when you look at the chart, like when I bought my Steam and it was like $4, I looked at the chart, I was like, man, there's no way Steam going back down there. Lo and behold, It's down there now. But I just was, and a lot of times, man, like I'm not really experienced with my management, but I know how to look at charts and can get a good sense of direction of where it's going. But I'm not good at waiting and, you know, um, I'm not good at. I always want something to do. Like I'm always itching to do something with my crypto, man. Like, and I'm gonna fuck around and run out. I'm gonna run out of crypto if I don't stop. Like, like I don't think I'm gonna run out, but I think I'll be making my moves at the wrong time. And I think that's what the market is like. This is my first time being a part of a crypto bear market, so I'm learning a lot. And hopefully next time around, I'll be better set. I'll know the signs. Like I know next go around, sell all altcoins, go into the Bitcoin, sell some of the Bitcoin, hold on. Like that's the simplest. When it pumps, start going into Bitcoin. Start selling the altcoins as they pump, get rid of them, and then wait. Keep my eye on the ones that I want. Wait for enough, blot them out, and then start buying them. It's the best thing to do, man. And just be patient. It's like fishing, you know. And it's easier said than done, man. 3 more minutes, and I'm out of here. I hate barbershops, man. I hate it. I wish I didn't know how to cut my own hair because I'd be forced to go to the barbershop. Let me go back up and see what you said about your son. You said he was born with the heart condition. It was one now. Yeah, I think a lot of people probably like. I just like that clean, that like it can't get cleaner than a real like. I can get it, I can cut it, and I can shake myself up, but like I went to barber school and the barber I got scammed by a barber school, dog. Like that's another story. But I can cut my own hair. I just can't fade. Like I can temp it, but it won't fade right. It'll be short, but it won't fade off into and I can't do it like I can't really get it like a barber can get it, man. And he like really makes it sharp. And I can't really get it like that. I can't go around and not this part right here. I can't get that really. Like you can see, I tried it last night, but I can't get it clean like a barber can do it. Like you can't really tell like I even did anything. It just looks like it's naturally like that, but he make it like he did it with a knife, a sword. I can't really get it. Yeah, I can get the back though, but I can't make it clean. Like I want it. I want it to look clean, man. And of course, the day that I want a haircut, I'm first here, but he ain't even pulling up. I just can't get it clean and sharp like a barber can. For some reason, man, I don't know if it's because the clippers I use. I got barber clippers and everything, but I just cannot get it sharp. Like, he be using that razor too, like the knife. I like come to the barbershop in this BMW. They be like, who BMW that is out there? I be sitting there like, and everybody say it's his. I don't never say nothing. I let everybody else, cause I'm pretty humble, man. But on the inside, I'd be like, yeah, everybody wondering who BMW that shit is outside. But I'd be pretty humble with it. That shit, but I hate coming. I hate waiting. I hate coming here and it be like 20 people in front of me. And here I am first and I still gotta wait. Oh yeah, I know. I even read it without. I hate being away from home, man, because I know my wife be like, I hate being there with both of them kids by myself. And they both awake, but so I'm like always in, like when I'm out by myself, like I'm always in a rush to get back home because I care. And like right now, I could sit right here and just wait. Like I'm not really in a rush for myself, but I'm in a rush because I know she's there by herself, and I don't want her to be pissed off. And I'm like, at least I'm live streaming, so she can know I was really sitting there and waiting. So if it comes down to it, I can just show her, like, nah, man, I was there sitting waiting. It's 12. I done sat here this long now. I don't want to leave. Everybody else pull up and they be out. I ain't coming back. I should drive around the block. I'm gonna do one lap around the block and do some magic. And he gonna pull up when I come. He gonna be here when I pull back. Do a magic trick. That's how you gotta do. Cause it's a universe. And it's magic. Craig talking right there. I ain't really been here in a long time. Sometimes you gotta trick the universe, man. You gotta do something different. Make it think that you left. Cause that's how it always go. Man, I just left. He pulled up. When I just pulled up, dog. You know what I hate sometimes, man? I hate accidentally flexing on people. Like when I ride through the hood in this, man, I make dudes, they be so uncomfortable. They be trying not to make eye contact and shit. I be like, oh, I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. I ain't trying to do that. I ain't trying to make you feel uncomfortable and self-conscious. I just so happen to be in this riding through your neighborhood. Sometimes I love that shit. Like I love when a dude think they doing something and I pull up. That shit is so funny. Because I know the feeling. Because I've been in that situation myself. Like I've been in that situation where I was in something that I thought I was the shit. Like when I had my Camaro, man, I pull up, I think I'm the shit, and then something pull up beside me and they just shitting on me. I'm I'm just in the Camaro. I'm just in it. I'm just in the Camaro, like Cat Williams said. You just in it. Man. But I still be having situations in this, like when I was in Miami, man, I was in this, and then a damn Rolls Royce or Phantom or something pull up beside me, and I'm like, I feel this tall. That shit's funny, dog. That shit's funny, man. This car feel like blood diamonds. Like, I feel like my success, like, I can't even really be happy as I could have been because so many people. I mean, that's just a legend though. Like, I never really met nobody face to face to say, "Hey, I lost money," you know. So man, I can't really even believe that anybody lost anything. Man. I can't even really believe that shit. Let's see. I'm been around the block. Let's see. Yeah, well, I never leave with them both because my daughter's still fairly young, and I mean, I guess I'm capable. Let's see if he up here. Come on, be up here. Nope, he's still ain't up here. All right, I'm going home. But I'll leave with my son because he's older. But I had even gave her this idea, like every day we should have our own hour, like an hour to ourselves. Like I'll take them, or I just chill in the house with them, and she go do something, and then when she get back, I get my hour. But we can't even do that. Mostly because she's like just takes forever to get ready to do anything. Like her hour will get spent from her getting ready to go somewhere. And that's a whole nother topic right there. Like, man. And what's funny is I got a funny story that I tell her. She don't believe it, but the first night I met her, our first date, I sat outside just like I just did for an hour waiting on her. I thought she was standing me up, yo. It took her so long to come outside. I'm like, man, this girl's standing me up, man. Or she catfishing me or something, you know? And she finally came out. It was like, okay. You know, like, and I'm just confused, like, man, I'm thinking this girl standing me up, a catfish, and she actually comes outside, but she just took forever. And then it's like, my grandparents was like, because me and her argue about how long it takes her to get ready and stuff, and she doesn't believe that she takes forever. And my grandma was like, she the same person, like, you can't be mad about, because your partner is the same person they always were. It's just you're starting to get fed up with it. So she always took a long time. She always was slow. So you can't be mad. You don't be mad at nobody but yourself for staying. You know what I'm saying? Like, you should have that first night, that first night when she took an hour to come outside. You should have been pulled off. Because but that's how life is though. Like, you don't know. Like, I would have never known that we'd still be together. But it's just funny looking back. Like, man, she's the same person. When she yells, she's really loud. That's why I want to do a podcast with her. She yells at me, and I'm like, man, stop fucking. And then I stop and think about, man, she been yelling at me the whole time since we've been together. But it just was, that's what I liked about her. I like how she would yell at me, and like she got her little accent. But now it's like, I hate that shit, you know? It's just a whole different, it's crazy. Like, I heard was in person. We've been together, what? Say, I'm gonna say 3 years. It ain't been that long, man. And I'm sure it's gonna get easier. We just went through a real rough patch not too long ago. Listen, I said once we moved out of my that tiny apartment we were in, because we was in a little tiny apartment, I knew it would get better. And that's really all it is. Sometimes you just need space. None of us works, so we always around each other. So that's another thing. Like, you gotta miss each other. That's another important thing, is missing, like, like when I get home, I'm gonna be happy to see. I just left them, but I'm gonna be happy to see them because it's been an hour and I've been by myself, and it's like just because I had a break from them, I get a chance to miss them. I wish I would have got a haircut though, cause now I gotta get back and explain why you ain't got. You been gone an hour. You come back and you ain't got a haircut. Where you been? So now I gotta be like, man, no, I was sitting there waiting. Hey, you know what's crazy? You a guy, so maybe you can relate if you still here. Maybe you can relate. You ever be trying to tell the truth? You telling the truth, but you trying to make sure it don't sound like you lying. I be telling the truth, but I be trying to sound like I'm not lying. That shit is stressful. I be like, man, I be trying to tell the truth. I be telling the truth, but I don't want it to sound like I'm lying. Because sometimes when you tell the truth, it sounds like you're lying. I'm trying to think what I'm going to do a video about crypto. I think today, I'm trying to think what my clickbait gonna be today. I was wrong. I noticed it too, man. Those vague titles on my videos, they do the best too. Like when I say sell everything, like, or like today I probably do I was wrong. And because that's such an open topic, like they can be like, what you wrong about? You wrong about picking it? You wrong about scamming? People don't realize, no matter if they love me or hate me, if they watching me, they getting me, they paying me. So I probably do I was wrong. I really wasn't though, because it dipped a little bit. But I'll just tell it I was wrong, just for the click. So evil. 2 live viewers. New all-time high achieved on the live viewership. It's probably Paulina. I'm on my way home. The barber didn't come. And I have live footage of the proof. I try to. Whenever I do a video called selling everything or sold everything, those videos always get a lot of views. But I can't morally do them all the time because I don't want to be lying. Talking about what I hate when I tell you. Yeah, when you feel like you lying. Yeah. I hate it, man, because you actually be feeling like you lying. man, I feel like I don't come. And you trying not to sound like you're lying. So it comes off, the truth ends up sounding like a lie and even feeling like a lie. Right now, I'm be like, man, the barber, I'm be trying to tell a story, but being that I'm trying to sound like I'm telling the truth, I'm gonna be stuttering, and the barber wasn't there, and even over explaining it it sounds like a lie. The barber wasn't there. The barbershop didn't open till 11:45, so I sat there and waited, and I left at 12, and he never came. That shit sounds like a lie, dog, but it's the truth. The word lie is printed. Yeah. Well, I'm about to wreck trying to read your text. But yeah, I cut my jump, man, because of a couple reasons. A bunch more. I had more reasons to cut it than to keep it. The reasons to keep it, my hair, was I had grown it this far. My wife likes my dreads, and that's about it. The reasons to cut it: it's more comfortable. I don't have to. It looks more professional. I'm older. I don't have nobody to do it. It's more comfortable when I sleep. Dreads, once they get a certain length, man, they become like a burden, almost like real long fingernails. They got them real long fingernails, and it just keep them to suffer. Like, I think a lot of dudes don't cut their dreads because of the fear of not having them. Like, I'll be like, man, I'm gonna miss it. I don't really miss my hair, man. I just grow it back. Growing it is like most of the fun. Once it gets to a certain length and you can't really see it growing no more, it's not really that fun. It's not really that enjoyable. And then when they get a certain length, it's like I can't sleep good. Funny enough, I didn't sleep good last night with a haircut. I could not sleep last night. I couldn't stop thinking about money. And I had this song in my head. I sung that shit in my head all night. It just played in my head all night. And it's a kid song. It's a little kid song and I just kept on. It just kept playing in my head. Every time I woke up, I was singing that shit in my head. Singing. And I could not. I even laid there and was like, stop. I kept saying that in my head, stop. And then once I stopped saying stop in my head, it started playing again. It was like torture. Nighttime is weird. Nighttime is sleeping. When your idle mind just sitting there thinking, it's just weird and creepy sometimes. Like, some of the stuff that pops up in my head be like the weirdest shit, man. What a waste of an hour. I might leave the camera. I might leave the live stream going so y'all can hear me explain what just happened. And I want y'all to hear it. She's gonna question it, but she'll probably believe me. She's not as hard on me as she used to be. But it's gonna be hard for her to believe that I sat there for an hour and didn't. But I got video. That's one reason why I'm glad I'll be live streaming y'all, because I got proof. I got the proof. And if you really want to know, you can sit here and watch this 80-minute live stream. Damn, it's been an hour and 20. Man, she gonna be mad. It's the best time to grow your hair out, when everybody cutting it. When everybody cut. You know, I wanted to get like, I want to do what I had initially done growing my hair is well, now they call it Travis Scott braids. Growing it before I even thought about him, but I wanted the plaits, but I couldn't do it because I didn't have no.